What's good, y'all? If you clicked on this video, you already know what we about to talk about. You know, we're about to get into the grit. We're about to get into the nitty gritty. Alright. So, alright. Everybody wanna know. I put up a post, right? I put up a post saying that alright, being independent is cool and all that, but is being alone cool, right? And you know, all the women jumped on it. Yeah, being independent is cool. I don't want to give a man that power and blah blah blah, and I don't mind being alone and all this extra stuff, right? So I ended up like getting into a debate, telling them like independence is a good thing. It's meant to be a good thing, but it's also toxic. It also brings out different, like other kind of personality traits that might not necessarily be so good, such as like the type of people that you attract. Like if you're dating, if you want to date somebody, if you're trying to connect with somebody, if you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, you might attract two different type of people. You might either attract somebody who's independent just like you and don't need you, so they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna what's the word that I'm looking for, resist just as much as you do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like that, I don't need you, you don't need me type of thing. And if some type of taboo happens and I could still make it work that way, that's cool. But you're either gonna attract that type of person or you're gonna attract somebody who needs you and you want to take care of. You might not do it consciously, but like subconsciously, you don't want somebody who's gonna take care of you, because you can do that on your own. You don't want somebody that is gonna tell you what to do or you gotta submit to, because you're a boss, you're independent, right? So how is that gonna last, like long term wise? Like if you're looking for a real dude, like me personally, I consider myself a real dude. Why? Because I'm straight. I have my own like career that I'm pursuing. Like I have different business ventures and stuff that I'm pursuing. I'm a full-time father. I'm perfectly able to work. I know what it means to be in a relationship. I'm a provider and a protector. So if I know that like my job as a man is to provide and to protect you, but you don't need me. You don't need me to provide for you. You don't need me to protect you. You don't need nothing. You do everything on your own. And that's the problem in a nutshell, because like you're gonna submit to a certain extent, but once it gets to a certain time, that's when you're not gonna submit no more. So this generation is really just building young entrepreneurs, people who are independent, people who like the relationship days are almost over. You like as a woman, you really have to try to put yourself into a man's shoes. Like you have to put yourself, if you want to understand why men cheat, why he doing this, why he calling her, you have to understand the question that you're asking. So if you're asking why I can't keep a man, it might have something to do with you. It might not. Like you guys are not connecting for some type of reason, and it's probably because you don't need him. You know what I'm saying? Let him feel like you need him. I don't care if you make 3 times more than me. I still want to feel needed. Like it don't have to be needed in a financial aspect. I want to feel needed somehow. Like there's plenty of different ways. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I could be somebody who you confide in. I'm your protector. You're constantly bigging me up. I'm bigging you up. You're pulling me up. I'm pulling you up. One of those things. Not like, you know what I mean? Like I don't need you. So at the end of the day, I don't have to listen. Like that doesn't make no sense. Like if you're trying to pursue a relationship, there's situations where dudes is living with women and the woman is taking care of them. You know what I mean? Like if that's what you signed up for, then don't tear that person down so that you could feel a little bit bigger about yourself. You know what I mean? Constantly stressing the fact that you're taking care of this, you're doing that, you're doing this, and they're not doing that. Back in the days, it used to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women used to be in the house and play these type of roles. Like, they used to play these specific roles where they were the house. They were the doctors of the house. You know what I mean? They were the chefs of the house. They cooked all the meals and did a lot of the cleaning and stuff like that. And the man just went out and provided. You know what I mean? He came home to his meal, his wife, his kids, or whatever. But those days are over. This is modern day. Like, so everybody want a bag. Everybody gonna get to a bag. Everybody gonna get to their own bag. But like once you get to the bag, what's next? Now you gotta maintain the bag. And you got vultures, people just coming out of nowhere because they know you up, they know you got money, and they think that shit is accessible to them. So you got vultures and people coming at you. You got the pressure of not going back broke because everybody know you got money now. You got the pressure of maintaining it. So, like, be independent, be driven, you know what I mean? Goal driven, go get your career, go chase, you know what I mean? Keep the goal in sight, do what you gotta do. But keep in mind, when you're thinking about your social life, you kind of got to turn that down. You got to turn it down a little bit. You have to adopt some of those old characteristics in women, like submissiveness. You feel me? Like, it's cool to be independent, but have a turn it off, turn it on switch. Like, balance it out a little bit. Can you balance it? Can you have all of these different qualities, like, be self-empowered and independent and be a strong woman and not feel like this person is above me. Maintain all of these different strengths at the same time when building your man up. Like, if this is somebody you want to move forward with, like, you're building him up too. Like, you're bigging his head up every day. You telling him, like, you're that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making it clear that you're for him, all for him. You know what I mean? Not like breaking them down, making them feel insecure, making them push. Like, if you trying to push somebody, you don't have to tear them down to push them. You don't have to. Like, different people, you can't handle everybody the same way. You know what I mean? So if that's your way to motivate, is by tearing somebody down or telling them what you're doing or telling them their flaws and stuff. That's not the only way to motivate. You know what I'm saying? Some people can take direct. Some people you have to, like, you know what I mean, let them down easy. Like, tell them the light way, or even help them. If you love them, you know what I mean? Like, be like, nah, I got something started. Like, what do you think about, what about if we start a business together? One of those things. Like, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it would just never work. It would just never work. If you end up with one of those two type of people, like, it's so rare. It's so rare that, like, the universe just puts two people together and that shit just ends up working. Nowadays, that shit is like taboo. Everybody got their own thing going on, like, and we're all grown now, so it's like everybody got their own damage they already took. You know what I mean? Everybody got certain characteristics that they're drawn to, certain characteristics that they're attracted to, and that they're used to without even wanting to be used to. Like toxic shit. You know what I'm saying?